open up this. Are you colorblind at all?
No.
Okay. So blue and yellow is okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, how many hours do I have with you? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I will approach as such. Okay, alright, I have it, open. I'm gonna share screen with you. Tell me if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, hold on, people are saying... You're fine with this being streamed, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. People are saying Skype's low, I don't know why. Ugh. Fuck.
I can see fine from your screen sharing. I can see it.
Okay. Alright.
Like, there was a patch for .11. I think I was like Diamond 1. Like, I just became Diamond 1, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so this is okay. Rengar. And there's no pick and ban phase. Okay. That's fine. Oh, well, I guess you only pick them, so it's irrelevant. You wouldn't want team comp sculpting. Okay.
No, not really.
Okay. We're gonna, Alright, let's go. Let's begin.
By the way, like, when I do wolves after my blue, should I start the little ones first?
Yeah, if you cannot clear the big minion of a camp within 3 hits plus,
yeah.
right, then it's less damage to kill the smaller ones.
Yeah.
It's also less damage to kite, but it's very minor. Like, maybe after Wraiths and Wolves you'd save like 60 HP, which I guess is actually kind of big considering it's half a potion.
Exactly.
So are you a jungle Rengar, or are you just a jungle, like a Rengar anywhere? Like, doesn't matter.
I usually go young old Rengar, like, I can handle top. Like, they usually, like, I win if they are like bad or okay. But like, Rengar is not a good champ for top lane. Like, he's not the best one there, because most tanks and champs in the top lane meta usually count as Rengar.
Okay. Now, something I'm gonna suggest is, I noticed that you threw the Bullet Strike to go to 5 ferocity.
Yeah.
Right, when you came into the lane. I would almost always suggest only entering the lane with 4 ferocity.
Why?
You can do the bola.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, throughout an extended gank. Okay, so you throw the first bola strike. You go to 5 ferocity. Okay, throughout an extended gank, you throw the second bola.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? For a periodic gank, which is what will be occurring, because you're coming for a counter jungle, right? Because that's evident by your path.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So your gank by nature will be periodic. It will not be burst. If it's going to be burst, you can go into lane with 5. Otherwise, go into with 4.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by periodic? Does that make sense?
Not really, but
okay, well,
like,
yeah, go ahead. Well, okay, all I mean by periodic is that it will take place over 4 or more seconds. It will not be you jump on them, QWER, you know what I mean? Like, end. It won't be a gank like that. An example of a periodic ganker, okay, is typically like Yi. Like, he alphas onto them, auto, like, he's periodic. His damage does not come in one burst. Whereas a jungler like, say, Pantheon, you know, when he ganks, he stuns them, he hits them with an auto, does his little fucking thing, and throws a spear, and generally his gank's over after that.
Yeah.
He's not periodic, he's burst. So, but it doesn't mean that burst junglers cannot be periodic. In this sense, you're doing a periodic gank, and thus your gank should be approached as such. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions on that, or like anything?
No.
Okay. Obviously, hesitating like that isn't ideal. Like, you could have flashed after Gragas, got in the bush, killed him, but it's okay. You get Pantheon, you get you get the reset.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I saw my YouTube video. Like,
why is there someone naked in?
Yeah, I know, it was my brother.
Okay.
I have it as a highlight on my stream as well. It's like, find your naked boy.
Okay.
I was like, I have my webcam on, and he was like, okay.
Nice. Okay, good. I was gonna tell you to do wraiths. Don't try to do a gank. Just get wraiths and recall.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Now, food for thought. Where's Pantheon?
It's probably near mid lane, I guess.
Where in mid lane?
Maybe right side, I think.
Yes.
Because maybe it's on right.
Well, because his gank fails at top lane. Okay. And because he just came from the left-hand side of the map, blue isn't up, wolves may be up, like, shortly after he would arrive there or something. But depending on his route, okay, it's not going to ideally be up. It's not going to be situational, because Gragas is going to re-arrive to the lane, and then Lulu may have recalled, or she's, like, in the process of recalling, okay? And because we saw that Lulu stayed in the lane, by the time Pantheon would go for a gank, it would be negated. They also saw that from the direction that you went and the HP that you had, that you're not recalling. So Pantheon knows that your golems are gone, and that your wraiths may also be gone, depending on like how you want to play it out, okay? So with that being said, he has no business on the left-hand side of the map. This does not just apply to Pantheon, it applies to any jungle matchup where similar circumstances take place.
Yeah.
Okay? So right now, he's at wraiths, or he's in front of dead red. Like his red, like where it is, and he's going to be going to his golems. And your goal is to mentally time it, like where he is at all times. Okay. Now, because of the small lead that you have, how are you gonna itemize off your recall?
Like I usually build. What goal do I have? I don't know.
I don't know right now.
Okay. Like I usually go for Elder Lizard for the cooldown reduction. So I get when I get level 6, I get what's called faster ulti, ulti reduction time or whatever it's called.
Okay.
So I can gank more with ulti.
Okay. Now, what's one thing that is important to know about your lanes?
Like if I want to gank someone. Okay, it depends on which champion, like in your team. If it's like Leona bot, like it is, it's easy to gank bot because she can do much CC. And if there were like, let's say, LeBlanc in the other team in mid lane, it would be pretty hard to get her.
Right. Okay, so yeah, it's important to think about the lane matchups. Now, your top and mid lane, okay, your top is a periodic gank potential, but only for counter ganks. You don't really have gank potential straight up because of the Lulu dynamic, okay? Your mid lane is also pretty awkward with a Jace. Do you know what I mean? Because he can knock one of you back, he has acceleration. Even if you give him the Ebola, alright, pretty hard to treat, but, you know, mortality rate not 100%. Bottom lane is going to be your friend, and counter jungling is going to be your friend, just given the dynamics of everything, okay? And then, because also your top laner and mid laner can deny death, in the sense that Lulu has her ult, she has a slow, she has a speed up, you know, she has polymorph, etc. Katarina has defensive shunpo, you know, whatever. It also gives you more potency for just farming. Alright, and now because of that, okay, utility is your friend. But you elected to go for combat stats, where you go longsword, spirit stone. Alright? Now, Madred's is superior to Lizard Elder in every single way. Especially on Rengar, because it gives you the ability to deal hybrid damage, which is unique, okay? So never go Spirit... this also applies to other champions that get Feral Flare that also have arguments for Elder Lizard, like Shaco or Tryndamere or Yi or whatever. The only time I would ever suggest getting Elder Lizard is to suffocate any chance of a comeback. And what I mean by that is like, say something happens in bot lane at like 3 minutes. Like you went red to blue to bot, okay, and you're level 3, and the enemy jungler went blue to red to bot or something, okay? And for some reason you get triple kill and a little bit of CS, and you get buff reset, and then you also counter jungle his golems, okay?
Yeah.
You can recall straight into an Elder Lizard and just basically say fuck you. Because there's absolutely no way for the enemy jungler to come back. All that you have to do is literally live inside his jungle, and you camp mid and bot lane at that point. Well, and if he was purple side, you'd camp mid and top lane. You just shut down his most like fruitful side of the jungle. Do you know what I mean? And like where the most chance of recovery would be. That would be an acceptable choice for Lizard Elder. But you don't need to do that in this circumstance. You only got one kill, like it is a lead or whatever, so you do want to go utility. So you would go Madreds, and then you get Boots. And then on your second recall, because you want the CDR and stuff, you can get Ionian. But we've already assessed that your top and mid lane do not have gank utility, in the sense that your top lane is periodic counter gank lane. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't gank it. Technically, any lane is gankable. You know what I mean? Even the hardest of counters, everything is gankable. But it's not ideal. Both of your top and mid, they have ability to deny death, and on top of that, they're also lanes that support your red side jungle. Right? So with that being said, you don't have to rush Ionian Boots immediately. Now you can get it for CDR just so that you have the luxury of having it up, but you should rush stats that give you more potency in the bottom lane and for Dragon. Okay? Does that all make sense?
Yeah. But,
any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Like sometimes, like I've tried different builds. Like I'm the Rango who goes the insta kill, if you know what I mean, like Ryan Chow build almost.
Ryan.
If you.
Ryan Che.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go like Ghostblade, Timeout, and what's his? Well,
okay.
That's Whisper, almost.
Now, Ryan Che is a really good Rengar, okay? And I have absolutely nothing against him. But the fact of the matter is that there are dozens and dozens of Korean Rengars that are better, and dozens of coaching staffs that their goal is to dissect and learn the best optimal routes. Do you know what I mean? For the champion. When every OGN champion does something and he just doesn't happen to do it, who are you going to believe? Are you gonna look at boxes Riven, or are you gonna look at fakers? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So it's no disrespect towards them. If it works for them, it works for them. But it doesn't take away that coaching staffs and players whose lives depend on victory have deduced that it's the best. Okay.
Yeah.
And my goal as a coach is to tell you what is most optimal. It doesn't mean absolutely, like I just said, there's going to be circumstances where Lizard Elder is okay. There's also going to be circumstances where other stuff is okay. Okay, like the Ryan Che build, Ryan Che build or whatever. But I'm trying to give you the logic and the reasoning and the nuances of the Spirit Lizard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that you can understand all that and approach the lanes and whatever.
Just a question. What build do you recommend on me as Rengar?
Dandy's build.
What's that?
That might be the most noticeable. Feral Flare with Ionian Boots with Last Whisper if really far ahead. If not, Umaz. Like Brutalizer Bork. So it's Feral Flare, Brutalizer Bork. You almost build him like Zed. And if you get a really big lead, okay, you get Last Whisper. If you don't get a really big lead, then you build like one defensive item. And then you go into Last Whisper and whatever. Yeah. Okay? Now that's the core of the build. It doesn't mean follow it strictly to the guideline.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. If you get 5 kills, okay, and you get to complete you know what I mean? Then just go Brutalizer into Last Whisper. Don't even get Bork. You know? Like, there's going to be ways to manipulate it and gain little nuance advantages and stuff. And that's going to be the difference, from going into Diamond 1 Challenger to just being strictly Challenger. Like, not that specific itemization, but stuff like that built up over time and understanding it all cognitively and learning how to abuse it. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Anything on that? If you disagree, we should have like a conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't disagree.
Okay.
Because like my build wouldn't be really good in like in ranked teams and stuff, like in coordinated teams, because like I will get pretty much exploded. In team fights because they have communication, so my build isn't really for ranked teams. It's more for like solo queue.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I would put even more emphasis on solo queue having Feral Flare.
Yeah.
Because Feral Flare can carry, like, through the jungle and through objectives.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I could jump to the minion there. But...
No, it's okay. But this is an instance where you don't even have gank potential. You know what like, you just saw how Jace could disengage. Even if you get onto the minion, it's not gonna change anything.
Yeah. I should have just farmed, I guess.
Right, you could have 2 more stacks. Well, if you were going Feral Flare, you could have 2 more stacks right now. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, one thing, I'm sure if you've watched coaching videos of me, or if you watched me play, or whatever, I have an emphasis on F keys. When you're just randomly farming a camp, what is going on?
What the fuck was that? Yeah,
you saw that, right? What was that?
Yeah, I have no idea. But, what did you say?
No, just, use F keys to monitor lanes.
Yeah, I've tried that, like in, like I saw your videos, you were talking about that. Like, what order is it like?
Well, right now, Katarina's F2, Lulu's F3, Draven's F4, Leona's F5.
Okay.
Okay? And then also, like, see, in this instance, okay, this is like an advantage. And also, again, I'll talk about overall ganking and mechanics, but, like, these little, like, nuance things are things that also help separate you. So, like, right now, like, when this gank's going on, right, I'm gonna lower the speed. Okay, this is just something mechanical. You may even fucking know it. So, before I even tell you, I'm just gonna ask if you know it, to see if I can feel like an asshole or not. But basically, what is one way that mechanically you could have handled yourself better inside of this fight?
Like, I think I used my second 5 stacks on my W there, I think.
I don't mean anything combat related. I mean something like mechanical, like your keyboard, mouse, like you as a person. What is some way that you could have handled this better? Whether or not it affects how you click or anything in this specific fight is irrelevant. I'm talking about strictly for the growth over hundreds of thousands of games. Like, what's something that you could have done better? It happens within, like, 10 seconds.
Right.
Alright, so hold on. Here you go again with your gank.
I think I should have followed up, like, run when I'm there, I should have followed up. Or did I? Yeah.
Also, I would have... I wouldn't have gone on Draven. I would have gone on Zyra. I would have let Leona go on sorry.
Oh, yeah. Because he got no mobility. Because Zyra doesn't have any mobility.
Right, and she would have almost been out of mana, and yeah. But, okay, so the thing that I'm talking about is holding down spacebar. So,
is that for lock cam, or?
It repositions the camera on you. So, like, you're scrolling here, and then you have to drag your mouse back to click on them. Do you know what I mean? But if you're just holding spacebar, you don't have to scroll and do all this stuff.
Okay.
It's really minor. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I'm saying, like, maybe it didn't affect anything in this specific gank, but if you play 1,000 games, if it has any influence over maybe, like, 10 games or something, in specific ganks or whatever, you want to be doing it, because it means that you're better as a player.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like, I don't know, like, maybe I could give you, like, a sports analogy, but I think you get it, so...
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit play. And now, on top of this, something that I'll bring up... What the fuck? Okay. Something that I'll bring up right here is that with the way that the gank just went down and the fact that Jace is electing to stay mid when Katarina was clearly roaming bottom, there's a high likelihood also, in consideration to the game timer, that Pantheon isn't going to be on the right-hand side of the map going for any sort of assistance in bot lane right now, right?
Yeah.
So you have counter jungle opportunity on golems. And if you do that, you're, the other thing about you right now is that your HP is still high enough when also factoring in spirit Spirit Stone, that you don't have to recall right away, because bot lane's recalling, so they're not going to trap you inside Tribrush or anything, okay? So you still have blue up as available. Now you can either get it to Katarina or you can eat it yourself. If you counter jungle golems in this instance, okay, you go and eat blue, you eat white, you eat wolves, you recall, it opens up perfect opportunity for just recalling, going to base, going straight to your red side jungle.
Yeah.
Because then everything is, like, it's useless on the right-hand side of the map. You know that there's no gank potential again on bottom, okay, because you don't have ult, you don't have flash, right? Maybe by the time you get back there, you'd almost have flash, okay? Drake is not up for contestation yet. Blue's gone, white's gone, wolves are gone. All of your focus and priority should be in top lane, because right now Gragas is missing, and Gragas is going to be coming back. Alright, and then Pantheon, you have to consider his route.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, this all just has to be going through your head.
Yes.
Okay, alright, go. Jesus, Katarina. That's good. Oh, I guess Gragas wasn't totally missing. He was... Alright. Sorry, I apologize. Oh god, Draven and Leona yelling at each other.
Yeah.
You lost the lane when you didn't push it level 1. What? Draven Leona complaining about losing a lane to a Zyra. What the fuck am I reading? Holy shit. Oh god, Draven. I would just ignore him at this point. Yeah, I would just ignore him at that point. Okay, so Lulu died even though she had ult. Like, that's... I mean, I guess mana, but... maybe mana. I wasn't looking at her mana bar at that moment. Okay. She gets tower. And now... Cat needed a relief. So this is what I was talking about F keys, is obviously Katarina needs to recall. So she needs a relief. And you can... What was she doing?
Yeah, look what she writes after this. I don't even remember, but she wrote something like, ping you, I knew you would come. Like, why would it matter?
What is going on?
Yeah, like, ping that you're coming, Rengar. What the fuck?
What? You went all... Right, that's not your fault. Like, that's not your fault.
No. Oh my god.
You were nowhere in range and she went all in. What?
Why would I? She writes it like, okay.
Holy shit. So anyways, this is also the emphasis on Feral Flare. It's because at least you become relevant and you keep scaling. Lizard Elder, kind of relies on teammates a little bit. And she just got chunked for everything. Okay, so Pantheon shows up down at bottom, okay? And like you look at the game timer, it's 10 something, so his blue's not even gonna be up. But it's a little odd how Cat doesn't even... No, see, like, this is forced, okay? Don't give in to someone because they're toxic. I feel like you're only doing this because she's raging. But look at Jace. He has fucking blue buff. He is, like, monstrously far ahead of her. The wave is in his favor. She's getting shoved. She's at half HP. You can't do anything. And then as soon as that kill went down at bottom, where's Lucian, Zyra, and Pantheon? They're at Drake. Yeah. So if, like Debonair fucking Jace over here, he doesn't even need to be stylish and get back to his tower. He can just retreat through Wraiths, and then, like, they can catch up and get to him. Yeah. Alright, does that all make sense?
Yep.
Okay, go. Hold on one second, I'm so sorry, Cacao Talk's on. Let me turn it off. Cacao Talk. Okay, we're good. You ready?
Yep. Diamond One-Trick-Pony.
What? That's
yeah,
what you are?
stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, stream. Yeah.
You can be a one-trick kitty. Does that make you feel... Does that
Yeah, I feel better. Much better. So offended.
Fuck. Okay. That's also something that's pretty important, is you're not playing with timestamps. I mean, I guess maybe you have it turned off since the patch where like Riot just does everything for you. But
I changed that. Like a guy was like, you know, there's time steps. I was like, what? And he really like teach and showed me.
Okay,
So
yeah. Just learn to use them, and then anytime you partake in a gank or something where you see summoners get blown, just type it in chat. And yeah, and I have a video on YouTube that can show you how to type without making your mouse and keyboard leave play. Sounds weird, but you'll know what I mean if you watch the video.
I think so. I should be soon, right?
Yeah.
Like after the ref or the big ref.
Yeah. Yep. It's also it's hard because like at this level the delicacies of the ganks are a lot different on some things, and you're not F-keying a lot. Like Lulu's recalling and Lulu's going down to low HP and low mana consistently, but I'm not seeing how. So it's hard for me to, you know what I mean, make like a judgment on if a gank is okay or not. Like even though the lane is periodic or counter gank oriented. But on top of that, the other reason that it's important is you can judge where Pantheon's gonna go by watching your own laners to some degree, right? Because right now, right, like if here, so we're gonna pause this. It's 12:07 on YouTube's timer, okay? And let's rewind to when you ganked bottom, okay? Okay, so right when you go for this gank, if you're Pantheon, okay, right now, where is the only lane that is technically gankable by Rengar? Technically, it's only bottom, okay?
Yeah.
And then if we look at the so let me slow this down so I can get a fucking game timer. Sorry. So if we look at the game timer, okay, we also know that Rengar at 7:30, Rengar has business being on the right-hand side of the map to give blue away, but we never see Katarina leave for blue.
Yep.
So you put 2 and 2 together, and unless Rengar is utter fucking trash, he has to be on the right-hand side of the map. Pantheon can know where you are. So using this reverse engineering and this reverse logic, sometimes it actually benefits you as a player to just think through the enemy jungler's mind. Not always 110% of the time, but sometimes. And then it also can help you grow as a player if you like review your own VODs, you review your own replays, and you just do thought processes like this. So in the same sense, when we go to 12:06, okay, and the YouTube timer thing. Yep. Okay, hold on. Now, what the hell is Pantheon thinking? Well, he's thinking, okay, bot lane 1 hard, we're pushing mid, Gragas has top under control. Pantheon can just farm. He doesn't have to do anything. Now the onus is on you because you have to make something happen. But Pantheon is totally content to just relax and sit around mid, you know what I mean, with his ulti. Like, he doesn't have to actually do anything else. Oh god,
I saw that. So.
I was like, wait, is it lagging? And I'm like, no, wait a minute, I forgot to change it, I'm so sorry. Okay. (2v1 mid, nice. I don't actually understand how players get to this elo and they still make complaints like that because it's totally nonsensical.
She added me after the game as well. I guess I carried.
Jeez. Wait, are you going time out?
Yeah.
No, your build is changing after this session.
Yeah.
Forever. Fuck.
Because like with your with that build you're talking about, like like I get a different mindset. Like I usually like predict where the ADC and like the squishes will go. Like if I see a big farm of our minions, like I know like the ADC will probably go there, so I just go there for easy kill. And
no, don't flash. Don't ever flash unless you get an objective. That's something I will tell every LO, and it holds relevance to every single LO. There's nothing to be gained off that, okay? But in less than 5 minutes, okay, Drake is going to come up. Now, what's more important, the temporary 300 gold on Zyra, or the global gold plus kill potentials at Drake? Like, obviously, the latter, right? Like, don't blow flash. Unless you're monstrously far behind, and you have to, like, pull at straws to come back. Do you get that?
yeah.
Do you, okay. Yeah. Don't waste flash like that. That's really bad. Doesn't matter that you get the kill. Now, obviously, also you could have known that there was no way for her to escape.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
So, yeah. Okay. Now, like, Lulu she doesn't even need to ward yet. There's no way for Pantheon to be top. Oh, okay, she's gonna do deep ward. That's okay. That's a really nice ward by Lulu. Really like it.
Yeah.
And all this, like, heavy farming and stuff, this is so great if you have Feral Flare. Like, already, your Feral Flare would almost be more potent than your you know what I mean? Your Lizard.
Yeah.
No point to get this item. It's really bad. No offense. It's a bad item. Yeah.
But LF, this Diamond 1 Challenger player got it. He must know what he's doing.
What? Said everyone ever.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. Because like you know LOL skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it says I'm the best Rengar West. Like that site doesn't show anything about skill and stuff. Like.
Yeah.
So like everyone adds me from that site, asking, well, what build should I use and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, just jump on him. Nice.
I don't know what Sari's doing now. She wants to ward or something.
Zyra. Mess with the Rengar, get the Ebola. There you go. What?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's actually like coincidence by Riot that Bola strikes on E. Ebola. Do you get it?
Yeah. What the fuck?
All right, now you get it.
Yeah.
Ebola. Riot's actually a sick fucking company, like. Oh my god. Alright. God! Okay, one of the next hours that we're doing is going to be live coaching, okay? Because obviously you can stream, okay? Yeah. And we're going to have you go Feral Flare. And then we're going to...
Sure. You can tell me what build.
Yeah.
8-year angle.
One of the other things that I'm already seeing about you, but I have to see you jungle more before I make comments on it, I can just tell you on a very, like, layman's terms, is your recall timings are very inefficient.
Okay.
Another thing that I want you to start doing, and I just tell this to everyone if I don't see them doing it, is get a red potion every time you leave Fountain. Because if it equates to 75 or 100 HP inside of a, you know, an extended team fight, you almost have a ruby, ruby crystal. Right? Which is 400 gold. So that 35 gold is almost equating to a 400 gold item.
Yeah.
So... Yeah. And the whole Ebola thing, that's... Yeah, that's Illuminati, like... like... Alright. Also, the other thing, we'll go over this when they do the Feral Flare coaching stuff, is the build up. This is something that I talk about. Let me give you like an analogy, because otherwise it's awkward for me to explain. So basically, you know Karma, right? Like the champion, Karma. Okay. One of the reasons that she's strong in the laning phase is because the way that she builds into most of her core component items is through like minor build-ups. Like all of her items are like Trinity Force in the sense that like her recalls are always really simple. She has like no 1600 item. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't have like an item that has heavy weight in the sense that like what's an item that has heavy weight? Infinity Edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you get the 1500, you get the 875, and then you still need 1375. You know, like, that's really heavy. That's a pretty heavy item. But, like, Trinity Force, you go back, you get the Phage. You go back, you get the Sheen. You go back, you get the Zeal, and then all of a sudden you have Trinity Force, okay? Marillanomicons, okay? You get the Fiendish Codex, and then you get the other item, and you complete it. Both very, very simple recalls. Like, these are not, you know, strenuous on the champion roll. There's nothing awkward. So one of the reasons that Karma is really good in the lane is almost all of her items that she generally builds, like as a lane bully and stuff, they're all extremely easy, like to get her power kicks and like get utility out of them. In the same way, the Feral Flare Rengar has extremely powerful timing attacks, and this is something that like even a lot of pro players, they don't understand it. Like they like when the build first came out, Ionian boots into Feral Flare with Brutalizer with Bork or whatever. You had like all these NA and LCS pros. I believe they were even tweeting about it, and they're like, well, what is this? You know, and they like linked an image of Dandy doing it, and it's like they don't understand timing attacks, and they don't understand itemization core components in relation to timing, and like all this other stuff. And it's not that they don't understand timing attacks, they don't understand about the relative build. I'm sure they do now, but like at the time, you know what I mean? So, the other thing about the Rengar that's really good about it is when your recall timing gets better and also your itemization with it gets really good, your ult and your cooldowns and your rotations become really fucking scary in consideration to Rengar's clear timing, and then also in consideration to how easy Rengar can build into this damage. Does that all make sense? Like, right now, your recalls are actually pretty heavy in the sense that they don't really grant you anything, and it doesn't really alter your clear too much. Or add too much merit to your ganks. But like with the timing attack Rengar, it's different. Yeah, I hope that all makes sense. Do you have any questions on that?
No.
Okay.
Or with that Feral Flare and also like Ionian boats, like you get a high cooldown reduction. Like they max Q, right, in LCS and stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I thought so. Like they want like the cancel Q, right? Like you do a auto and Q, auto and Q, right?
Right.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. And the Feral Flare goes with the like attack speed as well.
Yeah. Feral Flare Rengar. And then there's the support Rengar, which is also potent with the Locket of the Solari.
Yeah.
But that's different, and that's team comp reliant. One of the other things is I need to look at your match history because of your elo and stuff. I need to see how you build him in relation to the team comps, because the other thing is never ever build the same. Like this game, you are the carry, and I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, you're probably building the same path that you would normally build.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's wrong. Like, in this game, there's no reason for you to have gone into UMAWs. You could have just held on to the Brutalizer and gotten Last Whisper. That would have been, like, a very, like, niche little thing to do, because what does the UMAW do? Like, let's freeze this really quick. What does it do right now? The lane phase ended prematurely. Objective contestions initiated very early, okay? Split pushing, it doesn't, you don't have potency for it yet. Like, yeah, you have a tie map, but like with how the game's playing, you can't do it, right? What does the UMAW do? It doesn't do anything.
I don't get it at the moment, right?
No, you don't get it at the moment, but you have the Avarice Blade.
Yeah.
You know? So like it's hindering you. You could have easily just gone into Last Whisper. Because of the way that you were playing the game. Your 8 kills, you know what I mean? Well, prior to that, you were like 5-0-0 or something. You could have just gone into Last Whisper and held on to the Brutalizer. You could have completely circumvented the Brutalizer and just gotten Last Whisper even sooner. thus giving you way more potency inside of counter split pushing and inside of team fights.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, these little minuscule itemizations are what'll change you in relation to how the game's going. Now, let's say that you're not 8-0-1, okay? Let's say that you're 3-1-2 or something, right? Yeah, your itemization should be tailored to that. Okay? Like, tailored towards how the game is going. Like, if Katarina is 10-0-0 or something, it doesn't matter that you want to go damage Rengar. That's not how you should play it out anymore. It should become protect Katarina. You know what I mean? Or set up Katarina for easy resets and whatever. You know, so that means build the damage that is necessary to get them low enough to grant her a reset, but then build in a way that will enable you to sustain and have longevity throughout the team fight.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like Random's Omen.
Ronduin's Omen, Locket of the Solari, right. Like, weird stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, go. You get the tower, but no one rotated top throughout all this, and this is really bad. Like, you guys just chase aimlessly. Like, I mean, it's not, once you commit, you have to commit. You know what I mean? But like, when you guys got the mid tower, there should have already been someone rotating top and whatever, because the amount of CS that was waiting at top wave was equivalent to greater than a kill.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta factor in that, and then also the objective rotation that is gained through a rotational play top is greater than anything that is gained currently right here. Because really, what are you doing? You're just getting kills. This isn't fucking silver or gold, right? Like, it doesn't. They're not gonna actually keep feeding into you, even if they do it temporarily. Are you okay? The cough?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had it for like some days.
Okay. Okay. Ebola. No, I'm kidding. That would be terrible. Holy shit. I was talking about the Rengar skill. No. And no, like,
Okay, are you sure?
am I sure? Okay.
So, when we were mid taking that tower, should we have gone like top everyone?
No, not everyone. Just one person. And then someone rotates spot. You clear out one of your side of the jungles, whatever. So now you go. Now you go mobile. Why? No. No. There's tons of theories and like rules and laws to mobile boots and shit. Don't just blindly get it. No, I disagree with it here for so many reasons. That again, that's something we'll go into when we do like the itemizations and like other nitty-gritty stuff when you start building more correctly. I don't want to tell you dead info, like stuff that you should never repeat again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so you kill him. That's nice. That was really fair. It was like deleted in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. You got the one red potion though. That's good.
Yeah. Like I do it 50% of the times. Like, yeah.
Right there, when there was so this is gonna sound like really weird, but okay, right here, Pantheon cannot contest Drake in any possible way. Okay, so just save Smite, because like, what if for some reason you decide to go over to his wraiths and he's doing wraiths? You want the Smite up to steal his wraith.
Oh, okay.
All right. If there's absolutely no way for contestation, and the clear time of it is irrelevant, like you're not facing death, one of your teammates isn't tanking a lot of damage, you don't have to immediately get to mid for something, you know, don't do the smite. You should always leave it open for like the counter.
Oh, okay.
Like right now, here you are. You're coming to red. Now, what if red's up? You would want smite up. Like, you know, like that's really important. People in the chat commented about the mobility boots. I'm aware that you've had them, but like even at the timings that you got them, it goes back to the rotations and the lanes ending prematurely and whatever. So I just want to address that.
Okay.
But I know I was bringing up relatively late, but it just had to do with all your items. Anyways, Okay, so now at this point, this is an analogy that I've given numerous times. I don't know how many of your my videos that you've watched, but basically, when you keep building damage like this, okay, it should be protect the Rengar right now, okay? But one of the issues of you as a champion, okay, is that you do have to get in and you have to get committed, all right, unless you're going to endlessly split push or something. And if you are going to endlessly split push, you need an escape that is not just your ultimate. Like Zed has his ultimate on defense, he has flash, he has W, he has a slow built into his E. I mean, you have Bola Strike, sure, but like that's not what I mean. Because his E can be used on himself and on his shadow. So it's like multiple. But in this instance, okay, basically you're a guy with a gun, okay, and the enemy team is zombies, all right, and you have a handgun, okay, and you're getting really fed, like, you know, like you killed some other human and you gain control over a gun shop, all right, and instead of electing to get riot gear, okay, like have you watched World War Z? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like at one point Brad Pitt puts like magazines on his arm to prevent like the zombies from like biting him, okay? And basically, so instead of putting on riot gear to protect yourself from bites in the event that they blindside you or something, right? Like maybe you're shooting in front of you and for some fucking reason you're in an alleyway and a zombie comes up behind you, or like one falls off the roof and bites you, okay? You just elect to take a second gun. And while yes, you pack a bigger punch and you deal lots of damage, right? And you can kill more zombies and shit, and you can shoot more people, you can clear more ground, like, you know, whatever. If, for some reason, you do get blindsided, you're fucked. Because you have no defensive stats, okay?
Yeah.
And not always is, you know, the greatest defense going to be an amazing offense. Sometimes it will be, but given the situation, it won't be. So in this fight, okay, like in this League of Legends game, the way that the game is going, the way that it's itemizing, if you do, for some reason, like you are you're the forerunner against all of them, okay? And then something happens where you turn a corner that wasn't warded, and for some reason Pantheon was fucking waiting, and he hits you with the stun, Jace follows up with, like, an acceleration gate Q, and then Gragas hits you with the fucking ultimate, and you just pop like that, your team is fucked.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you didn't want to put on riot gear. It was all about that second gun to you, okay? And, like, so, anyways, you need defensive stat in some way at this point, okay? Because you are, like, the leader at this point. Alright? And you need some sort of defensive stat to alter or, like, change their damage outputs.
Yeah.
Alright? Alright, go. Oh.
I think we'll wait there for a kill.
Yep. That's fine. No, Rengar!
Yeah, I was like, no. I was like, no, perfect KDA, no.
No. Fuck. For the
Did
greater
someone
good. What?
I think Draven blocked me as well. Like I was running straight in the line, and then he came and blocked me. So I went to the right instead.
Yep. Get defensive. Get a GA. Okay, now you tabbed, but get a GA. Yes. It's
I don't think I take it. I don't think I take it. Yeah.
I'm so done. So basically, you're like Brad Pitt, okay, in that movie, and you see a fucking rocket launcher, and you're like, oh, that'll really help me, like... No, wait, you're like fucking Tom Cruise in The Edge of Tomorrow, and like, you like lived that car crash, right? And like, you got the blood transfusion, and then like, it wasn't enough for you. So like, you had to be greedy. Oh god. Oh shit. Here you go, here comes The Edge of Tomorrow, like... What is that? You killed him in like 2 seconds. But hold on.
Yeah.
Here comes the fucking zombie Pantheon. Alright, what?
Yeah. But
Alright.
yeah. Like I played a game before. Like I went like this. Just damage, no defensive item. Even though I was like 11-2.
No, it's
But
it's really good if the kills were more dispersed. You can go full damage. It's not that it's wrong to go full damage. It's that when certain variables are present, you have to build tailored to them.
Yeah. But I mean, like if they have like Alistar and they're like grouped, full damage Rengar doesn't like fully work if like he waits on me. So he will just knock me up and everyone can just do autos and I will die.
Yeah.
Bit fast. But we were 4v5 as well before. But
God. Okay, now, see, as soon as you killed her, you could have just done Baron. Okay, because Draven's applying pressure in bottom and you guys still have 4 up, and with your damage outputs plus your lifesteal, it would have been completely fine. Because then if they come to you guys, right, you can just Baron dance them, and Draven gets bottom.
yeah, did you see that?
Yes, but I don't care, because kills are irrelevant right now. Like, kills and, like, pressure and everything, it's irrelevant. Rotations are all that matter. You have to embrace Monte Cristo, okay?
I went
It's
just
like
for
Buddhism.
the kills.
Buddhism. Okay, except in this case it's OGN TSMism. Alright? You following me?
Yeah.
Fuck! You keep going for kill- Rotate! Oh my, I hope you die again. Son of a... What did you just live with? Like 20?
Yeah, 16, yeah.
And you still go back. Okay. Alright.
I was like Infinity Age. Nice. Yeah.
Sell your mobile boots, get defensive boots. Well, I swear to God, if you get like Ionian boots on top of all this. Also, you can sell your jungler item at this point.
yeah, like
okay.
I think about like the last times, like
You're like all stressed out in the webcam. Don't think I can't see that. Alright? I see the stress. No, it's okay. God. You look like a young Brock Lesnar. Do you know who he is?
What?
Like a young Brock Lesnar. Okay. Anyways, okay. With the next session, I know I didn't draw a lot, but that's also because a lot of the stuff at like your particular elo will be vocal, and whatever. If there are gross mechanical plays, I will obviously address them. For the next thing, have your stream set up for hitbox or whatever. We may even be able to do it before I move. I'm not totally sure. I move in I think 6 days. And then yeah, we can go from there. But do you have any like questions?
No, not really. No.
Okay. All right. Then I will finish up with you on Skype. Okay. Like anything that you like think of. This VOD will be on Twitch and it'll be uploaded to YouTube as well. So anything that I said, you'll be able to relook at it. But please, for the love of God, change your build. Okay. Into the Feral Flare Rengar.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.
Bye.